warm welcome. Let's talk about Nikita Mazepin, who for me had a great F1 debut at the test at Bahrain. Now, as usual, he won't get the praise he deserves, but he should get praise. It was a solid debut for all the rookies as they got the laps in and made no mistake. But I want to talk about Mazepin, the most hated driver on the 2021 grid, and give him some credit because he did a very good job, a very solid job. Mazepin impresses on the Bahrain test. A positive start, got the laps under his belt, made no mistakes. 213 laps, so he did a lot of mileage, and of course he does a very good job, and no praise as usual. And there's an agenda against Mazepin, clearly, because of what happened, and he made a mistake, a huge mistake. He's come out and apologised, but every time Haas post on social media, it's the same old nonsense down the comments. So, I mean, he's a Haas driver. Like, Haas are not going to change their mind. They had the chance to sack him. They chose not to because they need the financial gain. It is Haas F1, but it might as well be Russia F1, Mazepin F1. I was impressed with Mazepin on his debut. Nikita Mazepin, hugely confident of Haas potential, but expecting a very steep learning curve in 21. I do believe Haas will be the last team because they've not developed the car and they have two rookies driving. Nikita Mazepin has completed his first ever pre-season testing experience in Formula 1 ahead of his debut season in 2 weeks' time. Mazepin was optimistic after the test. A new team, a new environment, a new car, and he did very well in my opinion, and he deserves a bit of credit. It would have been very easy for Mazepin to spin, have a crash, the pressure, the online abuse, but he didn't buckle under the pressure. Mazepin, like fellow rookies Tsunoda and Schumacher, had 1.5 days. So not only is he under pressure, he's a paid driver, he's getting online abuse. He had 1.5 days to get used to the VF21, and he delivered. He did a great job in my opinion. A lack of track time. Mazepin said he felt as ready as he could for his first race in Formula 1, having completed the third highest laps with 213. I feel prepared. Obviously, if you offered me 10 more minutes on track, I would take it. And that's the nature of Formula 1 and the world we live in currently. But I think I'm in a good place to start my F1 career. The team has been incredible, helpful, and incredibly good with managing a young driver like me. Yeah, very good learning experience. Honestly, I've got to say, Mazepin did a good job. So did Tsunoda and Schumacher, but they've not had the pressure that Mazepin has. I still think if Mazepin goes and scores points, outdoes Schumacher over a season, he still won't get the credit he deserves. Now, I may be in the minority. This could cause a lot of debate in the comments, but you gotta give a driver praise when he does a good job. I say it how I see it. If Mazepin in the first race, he goes down into the first corner, he wipes out Gasly and Tsunoda, I'll come on and criticise him. But he did a very solid debut test, in my opinion. And like I said before, it would have been easy for him to buckle under the pressure. As an experience, it was very fun. It's still a big learning curve for me. The year is going to be very long with 23 races, but I think we've got the most out of the 3 days and the team's done a great job. So it's going to be interesting to see how Mazepin can do. I mean, just imagine if he goes and beats the prodigy, the next one in line, Mick Schumacher. Wow. And we all know Schumacher starts slow. So, yeah. Of course, he's a controversial driver. He's like Marmite. You either love or hate him. But Mazepin has done a great job in the testing at Bahrain. And I give him credit. I'm excited and intrigued to see what he can do for the 2021 season. Yeah. Be very interesting if he takes the fight to Mick Schumacher. Comment down below your thoughts on Nikita Mazepin. I say it how I see it. I give an honest opinion, and that is an honest opinion. He did a very good job, and nearly had contact with Hamilton, didn't he? Hamilton blocked Mazepin, and Mazepin. Oh, I almost hit Lewis. Started but yeah, as a first test in Formula One, it went very well for Nikita Mazepin. So give him praise where it's due. But he won't receive praise because, like I say, from the get-go, he made a mistake, a big mistake. People were calling for him to be sacked. Haas remained behind Mazepin because of financial demands, and he's a Haas driver. He will remain a Haas driver. And as a test, he did very well. But yeah, for me, there's going to be an agenda against him the whole season. And yeah, every single race it'll be the same. Typing away, but I'm going to judge him on track. I've said now, Nikita Mazepin, yes, he made a mistake. He came out and apologised. He should be judged on track now. And yeah, let's see how he does. But as a first test, fantastic start.